Hey everyone, my name is Jim, and this is Connect with Jim, the show where I answer your questions about preteen ministry. Hooah! How do I empower volunteers to work with preteens? You got names on a list, you got bodies in a room. You've got people from your church who are willing and able to volunteer with you and your preteen ministry. Now what? Just like an extension cord isn't really too useful if it's just kind of sitting there unplugged, well, now you need to plug them in and empower your volunteers. Remember, you're not twisting arms, you're not looking for warm bodies to fill a ratio of preteens to grown-ups. You are casting a vision for what it means to create environments and resources for this particular stage of faith in human development. Now, the first thing you should do, take a deep breath. Slow down. Don't panic. Let whatever anxiety you are feeling slide off your shoulders. Because if you are anxious and stressed and running all over the place to keep 1,001 plates spinning in the air, well, then your volunteers are gonna follow your lead. And stressed is never the best place to lead from. Next, don't tell your volunteers what they're going to be doing until you tell them why they're going to be doing it. Invite them to hold the vision with you. If you only hold a single piece, it's really hard to know the whole picture that you're looking at. But when you let people see the bigger picture, well then suddenly every piece of the puzzle knows where and why it fits and exactly why it is so essential. Sometimes it's helpful to remind your volunteers what they are not. They're not babysitters. They're not chaperones. They're not advanced theology teachers responsible to impart all the wisdom of the universe. Your volunteers, well, they're place sharers. They're entering a space where your preteens can be who they are, where they can discover who they are, where they can lean into the person that God is calling them to be both now and in the future. Remind your volunteers that the goal is not perfection, the goal is connection. They don't have to have the perfect answer to every question, the perfect small group time every night. They don't have to have the perfect anything. What matters most is the connection that they make with preteens. Establishing a relational foundation that will be there when deeper questions arise, when life is filled with despair, and when they just need someone that they can turn to. Another thing you can do, invite your volunteers to reflect on their life as a preteen. Create space in your meetings and your one-on-ones where they can reflect and journal and bring themselves back to those potentially suppressed memories of emerging adolescence. What questions were they asking? What filled them with life? What pained them with sadness? While the world continues to change, preteens are asking many of the same questions and having many of the same emotions and feelings in their lives today. Encourage your volunteers to connect with their inner preteen so they can connect with the preteens in your church. Lastly, to remember one of the best ways to empower your volunteers to work with preteens, simply remember to CTDSR. A CTDSR. A CTDSR. CTDSR. Catch them doing something right. You see, it's easy to point out someone's mistakes or their room for improvement, but when we catch them doing something right, when we point out their successes and the ways that they're shining, well, then we give them the confidence to keep going, to try new things, and to connect with preteens in life-changing ways. So there you have it. Empower your volunteers. Plug in that extension cord. Send them a card saying thank you, or take them out to coffee just to catch up. The littlest things can make the biggest difference. And with a little intentionality and strategery, you can empower your volunteers to make a big difference in the lives of preteens at your church. Good luck! One more thing. Don't forget to ask your preteen ministry questions. Leave a comment below or use the hashtag ConnectWithJim on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Google+. People still use Google+. We'll sift through all of your questions and then I'll answer some of them on an upcoming video. So, bring it on, and until then, bye. CTDSR.